Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Okay.
All right, Mr. Hatch, come over here to your right. Watch your step as you come forward. If you need a glass of water, let us know. We'll do our best to accommodate you, of course. If there's an objection made during the course of your testimony, I just ask that you pause, let me roll on the objection, we'll go from there. And we can lower the microphone for him. And just use that microphone to kind of project your voice so everyone can hear what you're saying, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. With that said, Mr. Skinner, you may inquire. You're ready.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon. Will you state your name for the jury, please?
Damian Jerome Hatch.
Will you spell Damien?
D-A-M-I-A-N.
How old are you, sir?
I'm 39.
Will you tell this jury where you're currently residing?
Right now, I'm at Baker County.
At one point in time, were you residing in the pre-trial detention facility commonly referred to as the Duval County Jail?
The last in 2022.
All right. Were you in custody at the pretrial detention facility starting in July of 2019 until you sit here today?
Yes, sir.
Sir, are you a convicted felon?
Yes, sir.
And how many felony convictions do you have?
2.
All right. Now, when you were at the pretrial detention facility, also known as the Duval County Jail, did you meet, sir, an individual by the name of Jonathan Quiles?
Yes, sir.
Do you see him in the courtroom today?
Yes, sir.
You point him out for our jury and give us an idea of where he's seated and an article of clothing he's wearing, please. You state for the record.
He's sitting over there, sir.
What color shirt?
Blue.
Is he wearing glasses?
Yes, sir.
Is he on the far right of the courtroom as he relates to you?
Yes, sir.
Seated next to counsel.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may the record reflect he's identified the defendant.
So reflective.
Thank you, sir. How did you meet the defendant at the pretrial detention facility?
We was in the same part.
And will you define what you mean by that?
We was living in the same dorm,
Right.
living area.
I want to talk to you about what a dorm is. Will you explain for our jury first, are there multiple bunks within a dorm, or how's it situated, please?
It's a gang of cells in one dorm.
All right. Do you know approximately how many cells are in a dorm?
Probably about 20, 30.
And approximately how many individual inmates are in each cell?
It's 3 per cell.
All right. Are there time periods within your dorm that the inmate cells are open?
Yes, sir.
Where you can come and go freely?
Yes, sir.
All right. Were you in any kind of group with the defendant at the pretrial detention facility?
Yes, sir.
What kind of group were you in with him?
Bible study.
Right.
Bible study.
Did you start and join a group of a Bible study around the time period of July of 2019?
Yes, sir.
Approximately.
Yes, sir.
All right. And how long did you remain in that group?
I was in that group for probably like some months.
All right. Some months. Is that what you said?
Yeah, some months.
All right. Did this Bible study group meet on a daily basis?
Yes, sir.
Was the defendant in that group?
Yes, sir.
Approximately how many total were in this particular group?
I want to say about 15.
All right. Where did that particular Bible study take place? Was it within the dorm itself? Where was it?
It was in the day room.
All right. What is that?
Like a common area where all of us be at.
Okay. During the time period, I think you described it as months on a daily basis, did you get to know the defendant in that group?
Yes, sir.
Did you befriend him?
Yes, sir.
Did you get along with him?
Yes, sir.
Did you and him talk often?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree that you would speak to him every day?
Yes, sir.
Now, were you in the same, what you're calling a cell with him, or were you in a separate cell?
Separate cell.
Right. Were you both in the same pod or the same dorm, as you call it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. While you were in the same pod or the same dorm, were you able to talk with him as you walk freely amongst a particular pod or dorm?
Yes, sir.
Did you do that on a daily basis?
Yes, sir.
Did you become friendly with him during that time period?
Yes, sir.
And again, this was dating back to July of 2019, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Did there come a time, Mr. Hatch, where the defendant opened up to you and start talking to you about his case?
Yes, sir.
You know approximately, best you can, when that happened.
2022, February.
All right, so early of 2022?
Yes, sir.
Had you been in the same pod or cell, as you call it, with the defendant dating back to 2019?
Yes, sir.
Is that approximately almost 3 years you were together? Is that true, sir?
Yes, sir.
See him on a daily basis?
Yes, sir.
Always maintain a good relationship with him?
Yes, sir.
Always friendly with him?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, first tell us, what did you notice about him that caused you to ask him something? Did you notice anything by his outward appearance that drew your concern?
Yeah, something was on. Something was like bothering him. He was looking down and emotional that day.
All right, he saw the defendant daily in Bible study group in jail. Thank you, of course, to Philip Dubé for joining us this hour. Marjorie Mizador is sticking around. Michael Ayala joining me next as the jury will hear about an alleged murder confession. Stay with us, Court TV.
Welcome back to Court TV Live. I'm Michael Ayala.
And I'm Ashley Wilcott. We are both here today giving you your front row seat to justice.
We begin in Florida, where the jury in the pregnant niece murder trial is hearing from a jailhouse informant right now. Jonathan Quiles is charged with first-degree murder and sexual battery in the presumed death of 16-year-old Iyana Sawyer. She vanished in 2018 after visiting her uncle at work.
On the stand for direct examination, Damian Hatch, who met Quiles in the Duval County Jail, and he's been explaining 3 years he saw him every day in Bible study. Let's go back to court.
And when you say looking emotional, can you describe with any kind of detail? Was he kind of sulking about? Was he visibly upset? Kind of describe for us what you saw that said he looked down to you.
He just looked not normal, not happy, not smiling.
Thank you, sir. Did these observations that you made, did it cause you to then ask him, was there anything wrong?
Yes, sir.
Was it just the two of you present, the best you can recall?
Yes, sir.
And where specifically? Was it in the dorm? Were you standing in someone's bunk? Where was it?
In the day room.
All right. Were there other inmates around? At least, maybe not with an earshot, but at least just around.
Yes, sir.
Was it just the two of you talking, though?
Yes, sir.
All right. When you asked him if anything was wrong, well, just tell the jury, what specifically did you ask him?
I just asked him what was wrong.
All right. And did he respond immediately? He start talking to you about it?
He kind of paused and then responded.
All right. Sir, the best you can, based on the response that he gave you, will you tell this jury what he said to you?
Say he had sex with his niece.
All right. And did he say anything happened as a result of them having sex?
She became pregnant.
All right. Did he say her name at all, best you can recall?
No, sir.
All right. Did he say what, if anything, he wanted to do once she got pregnant?
He wanted her to get rid of the baby.
What, if anything, did he say about his wife finding out?
She would be very upset if she found out.
Did he mention whether he had any other children?
Yeah, he said he had a daughter and a newborn son at the time.
All right. Did he say whether his niece was wanting to get rid of the baby?
Yes, sir.
Did he say the family was supporting her and trying to get her to have the baby? Anything like that? Best you can recall.
No, he said that about it.
All right. Now, with respect to his niece, did there come a time period where she made the decision not to get rid of the baby? Did he tell you that?
Yes, sir.
All right. What, if anything, did he say with respect to when she decided to have the baby and not get rid of the baby?
He said she gonna, she not gonna get rid of it. She gonna run away with the baby.
Did he tell you how he was going to try to get her to run away?
He was like, she was gonna run away, and she called him that morning, and he told her where to meet him at. And then when they met up, he just started choking her and
Go ahead.
threw her body in the dumpster.
All right. Did he say, first and foremost, when they talked, where they were supposed to meet up that day?
At his work, at his job.
At his work? Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
Make sure our record's clear. Did he say where he worked?
I don't remember exactly.
All right. Did he say how he was trying to get her to meet him up with him at work?
Yeah, it was a secret spot, at his work spot.
Right.
And
Did he define what a secret spot at work is to you any further?
He was saying he told her to tell nobody and go to the Pacific spot at the job.
What was he telling you that he told her they were going to do once they met up? What did he tell her?
He told her to meet up, and then after they meet up, I guess
Don't guess. Tell me what he said.
he just said, meet up at the spot. Then when they meet up, don't tell no one. Then when they met up, that's when he choked her. And then she said she wasn't dying. They pulled his gun out and shot her.
All right. Did he say where he pulled his gun out and shot her?
He said in the same spot they met up at.
The words he used were a secret spot at work. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What, if anything, did he tell you with what he did with her once he shot her?
He said just once he shot her, he threw her body in the dumpster.
You say where that dumpster was?
I guess at the one at the job site.
Don't guess. I'm asking you what he told you about where that dumpster
Oh, the
was.
dumpster that was right there at the time.
Okay. At his work?
Yes, sir.
Did he say he had told anybody else about this?
Right after he did it, he said he called his brother.
Did he name his brother to you?
He ain't never say the name.
All right. Did he tell you he told his brother what he did?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Hatch, what, if anything, did he say about whether that baby was actually his? Did he say it was?
Yes, sir.
Did he say anything about this particular niece having a sibling or any other siblings?
He said she had a sister, and he was having sex with the sister, too.
Judge, at this time, would you because we're going to dive into that a little bit, will you just read that instruction one more time, just out of abundance of caution?
regarding SS?
Yes, sir.
Members of the jury, this is the same instruction I gave you yesterday prior to SS testifying. I'm going to reread it to you, given the testimony you're about to hear. The evidence you are about to receive concerning other crimes, wrongs, or acts allegedly committed by the defendant will be considered by you for the limited purpose of proving motive, opportunity, intent, plan, absence of mistake or accident, and corroboration of IS as to count 3, and motive as to counts 1 and 2, and you shall consider it only as it relates to those issues. However, the defendant is not on trial for a crime, wrong, or act that is not included in the indictment.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Mr. Hatch, did the defendant tell you that this niece who was pregnant with his baby had a sister?
Yes, sir.
What, if anything, did he tell you was going on between him and that sister?
He said he was having sex with his sister too.
Right. Did he name that sister?
No, sir.
Now, did he say anything about how long he was having sex with her sister?
No, sir.
Did he indicate whether it was a one-time thing or whether it was a multiple-time thing, if he said?
No, sir.
Did he just reference it with one comment?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did he say anything to you more about either what he did to his niece at his work or the sister? Anything else?
No, sir.
All right. Now, Mr. Hatch, did you get moved out of the dorm shortly after this?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember approximately how long?
Probably like a month or two after that.
Okay. Did you decide to come forward with this information after that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you do that by writing a letter either to the state attorney's office or your lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Did a Detective Abbott come see you and discuss that with you?
Yes, sir.
Ms. French later come see you?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Hatch, in any of these meetings with Detective Abbott, with Ms. French, even myself, or any member of the state of Florida, the state attorney's office, has anybody ever promised you anything in exchange for this testimony?
No, sir.
You're certain of that?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Will you tell this jury if you're expecting or hoping for anything in exchange for this? Are you hoping that a court would recognize this at a later date? Would you say that?
No, sir.
All right. Will you explain, lastly, sir, why you came forward? What prompted you to make the decision? I'm going to go tell the state attorney's office this. Why?
Because I was talking about it with a dude I was locked up with in Baker County, and he told me it was a good idea to come forward with the information.
Right. And did that take you some weeks to do that?
Yes, sir.
Why are you helping out then? Just because he told you, or did you make the decision yourself?
I just felt like it was wrong and it was the right thing to do.
Yes, sir. One moment, Your Honor.